Dr. Gregory Hunt here, three-time Olympic medalist and world champion in track and field. Thank you all for coming over to this channel. If you like the content, please give us a thumbs up. Also, please leave your comments in the comment section. Today we're going to take a few comments and we're going to talk about it for a little bit, because your comments are important to me, because they can also help a lot of athletes who are trying to achieve their highest potential. So today's comments is coming from the Next Level 100%. And he wanted to know, based on a video that I published a few months ago, regarding what will it take to improve the 400-meter program in Jamaica. And the Next Level says, why is Jamaica getting headaches over the 400-meter program? Question mark. Let American University do that job. They have developed 400-meter sprinters for many decades. Their 400-meter track records prove that it can make a difference. He went further to say, to run at the next level, it requires top-level coaching. And this is very expensive to acquire those kind of coaches. He says not to mention nutrition, therapeutic modalities, and the list goes on. They can easily eliminate the confusion. The college will take care of what they are now stressing over. So he also went further to say, developing athletes need time to grow and learn their race and trust the process. Why stay in Jamaica turning pro if you can't afford to finance them at the pro level? And that is a very good question, Next Level. You see, one of my beliefs is that college is vital to the development of a person, not just an athlete. But however, as athletes, you tend to benefit a whole lot from going to college. Whether you go to college in Jamaica or you go in the United States, England or Canada. And it's not just because they can take up the expenses, but as young people, you do need time to grow. You do need an environment where you can socialize, because it helps with the psychological development, and it also helps you to create that level or put together that level of network where you can now have friends who are lawyers and doctors and scientists and so on, nutritionists, etc. And this network of people can also help you to find yourself as you make the transition into the next phase. But what the Next Level is saying is absolutely important, because we do not have all the necessary resources, financial resources especially, to develop all the athletes who are coming through the system. Now, one of the things I find Next Level that is creating a major problem is that the athletes are coming through the system so fast that the colleges that are available in Jamaica, they are not able to take on all these debts. And as a result of that, they do not have enough time to develop the young athletes, which means that it may take 4 years, 3 to 4 years, to get an athlete from a mediocrity into a high-level athlete. But because you do not have the finances, you push them through very fast. And as a result of that, an athlete that may take a few months, maybe a year or two to grow, you now no longer have the patience to watch them develop the right way. And that is creating a problem, not just for the country, but also for parents and the program, the high school program, etc. Now, it is true that many of us have benefited tremendously from going overseas, including myself. And instead of trying to force the coaches to spend time with a whole lot of athletes, when some of us are able to transition into the US, the coaches are able to better produce athletes, because they now have the time, they have the patience, and they now have the resources. Instead of stretching the resources for hundreds, can stretch that same resource for just a few, maybe 20 or 30. And I'm just throwing out a number there. So it is important that we do not try to master every area in our country. It is best to start from one era, like what we're doing now in terms of the sprints, and we're mastering that. And we find that a lot of the 400-meter athletes are going astray because they're not getting the time to develop. They don't have the resources, they don't have the knowledge, do not have the patience. And that is hurting our 400-meter program. If you look at some of the best 400-meter runners for Jamaica over the years, 99% of them went overseas. Myself, Howard Davis, Hakeem Broomfield, Nathan Allen, and it goes on and on. Davian Clark, Danny McFarlane, Michael McDonald spent his latter part of his years in the United States. So it goes to show that the USFA do play a major role in the development of our 400-meter runners. And if we are getting too greedy where we want all the praises to be in Jamaica with our coaches, then that will create a problem. If you look at our 400-meter programs for the past 4 or 5 years, we have not produced any quality athletes, so to speak, that can represent us with dignity and pride. We have Christopher Taylor. He too transitioned to the United States of America. We have Nathan Allen. He too transitioned to the United States of America. And all the other athletes that we have that represent with a certain level of integrity and performance, they all went overseas. So my advice to those who are making the decision, that we should not be greedy when it comes to developing our athletes. If the United States can do a better job because they have the resources and they have the knowledge and the information to pass down to our athletes, we should not be selfish. We should not retain them because we're trying to enhance or develop our own coaches, but we should do so because it is in the best interest of our athletes and their development and their success. I thank you, Next Level, for this question. I hope the information is valuable to you and others out there. And again, I appreciate you subscribing to this channel. And thank you very much for listening. I am Dr. Gregory Horton. Have a blessed day.